How's it? Welcome back to another one of the About Lucid Explorers videos, which are really just my excuse to talk about anything that I want that I don't typically cover on the channel, right? So all these videos are not going to be lucid dreaming, dream work, sleep, or meditation related, essentially. And so for this one, I figured I would cover our dope-ass animals. And this actually came up because a couple days ago, I posted a video to my stories where I was shooting a typical lucid dreaming related video, and my cat Catman comes running in the room and jumps on my lap, and my dog was right behind him. These kidnapping dreams. Yes, Catman. So like end up putting the cat back down, but then my dog wants to play, so they're messing around by my feet and knocking around the stand I have my phone on and distracting me and shit. So I was trying to kick them up out of here. But figured for starters, I would go over the cat just because the cat was the only animal you could see in that video, and it had some kind of funny comments coming off it. So anyway, this is about our dope-ass cat, Catman. So his actual name, if you go to the vet, is Make Make. I went with that because our dog, who we had first, maybe like a good 8 months, getting close to a year, her name is Haumea, and that's just that's a dope ass Hawaiian name. I like it. It sounds pretty and shit. But it's also the name of one of the dwarf planets. And my kids were really into planets and dwarf planets and all that at the time. So when we got the cat, Make Make is actually a name of another one of the dwarf planets, but I don't believe that one's Hawaiian. I think that's from New Zealand or something. But the word Make is a Hawaiian word, and it means dead. And when we found our cat, because the cat was a stray, he was totally about to die, right? I don't know if he lost his parents, if he was a run and got kicked out or whatever, but, so we're outside playing in front of the house one day, and luckily my wife wasn't here, because if my wife was here, 100% we wouldn't have this cat. She would have immediately said, "Get that dirty, gross thing out of here." But just me and the kids are home, and I see this tiny, tiny cat, super small, come walking down the street all by itself, ticks all over it, big chunks of hair missing, ears were all black, which I guess I ended up finding out later was full of ear mites. Eyes were gunked completely shut and had all this gooey, dried shit around his eyes, which apparently is a pretty common disease or virus stray cats will get, and then especially kittens. So the cat's blind, looks all skinny and everything, just comes walking down the road, and so I just called out to it, and it came straight to me, and I was surprised. So obviously the cat was looking thirsty or hungry, so we had some just regular cow's milk. So I give the cat some cow milk. The cat cracks it immediately, which I found out later you're totally not supposed to do that because it gives them crazy diarrhea. So not too long after that, the cat was just shitting all over the place. But cat was looking starved. Brought the cat in, and then my dog looked interested in the cat. And my dog's pretty cool with animals, and not so cool with all people. Never bites people, but likes to bark and front and go kind of crazy towards some people. But anyway, the dog looked chill with the cat, so then I let the cat down next to her dog, and the cat just went straight to her and started trying to find milk on the dog, and it was kind of funny. My dog's over there oh God, what's happening? You know what I mean? So we ended up taking the cat in. I Googled some stuff a little while after this to find out you're not supposed to give cats cow milk. So I go buy kitten powdered milk mix. So we started feeding the cat, but of course we're keeping the cat outside, right? But then the cat was also so dirty, and then also I guess because we were feeding it, the cat would always stay pretty close to our house and would always just kept coming back to us, right? But then by the second or third day, we're like, man, this cat is just filthy. We gotta do something with it. So man, we gotta just try to give him a bath, right? So from very early on, we had him in a sink, getting them very used to water, which I think is going to come into play here later. Got them all dried off. Even pretty early on, started using a blow dryer on the cat, right? And the cat's cool with it. The cat is not scared of a loud ass blow dryer blowing him. Also think maybe just because the cat's probably cold. It always looks like he's freezing to death after we shower him. Probably just feels good and nice and warm. So we clean the cat up. We keep feeding him. Cat always is hanging around near our house, and every morning, it'd come by in the morning when we would give him milk and stuff like that. But then we're like, well, we gotta neuter him. I don't want to be there's tons of stray cats around. I guess I should say this too is, growing up, grew up around a lot of animals, grew up on a horse ranch. We had dogs up into about partway through high school and whatever, and we also had cats. But I never found a cool cat. I was never against cats. I just didn't really Never found one that liked to be pet. They always just run away from us, right? And then on top of that too, when we moved out over here with all the stray cats around here, typically I don't really mind them, but then, you know, a couple times a year, whenever they go into season, god damn, they're irritating. They're just out making noise and fighting and fucking, I guess, and making kittens and whatever. That I used to actually, so we have like this chicken cage that we used to catch chickens at the barn. So I started catching the cats, and I would be catching like 1 or 2 cats a day. I mean, that's how often and how quick we're catching these strays. That I wasn't about to drive all the way to the Humane Society, which is like clear on the other side of the island from here, which I know that's what I should have been doing. But there's this like tree foresty area about a mile or so away from the house. I used to just like drive them down there and let them out, which I know you're totally not supposed to do, you know, and just make the cats someone else's problem, I guess. But that is what I was doing, because I really, by that point in my life, I really didn't care for cats at all. But then, you know, this awesome little kitten comes by and ends up like winning us all over. So after we got the cat neutered, we had to keep them in the house for a time being, right? Just as they heal up. And then we all just got super attached to the cat. The cat's so cool around people. And then because we had the cat from such a tiny young age, that, you know, he just thinks of people as just being normal. So like, not scared of anybody, cool around dogs too. However, when I take him walking, so I'll walk the cat on a leash. He has like this body harness and walk around a leash and go, you know, pick up my son from the school, or just take him out places too. I'll take him to the park sometimes, even take him to the beach. Oh yeah, so getting back to the water thing. So our cat is super cool with being bathed. We bathe him in the sink often. He's cool with being blowed off with the blow dryer. But we even take him to the beach, and I know he doesn't like the ocean, but he doesn't try to claw me to death or anything. So like, I'll take him to the beach and I'll walk him out on the water. He always beeline straight for the shore, but
what?
that's just another cool ass thing, man. Cats are awesome. Things I never knew cats could ever do, like know their name, be cool with the water, not be scared of people, play with a dog. You know, we just scored and got this awesome stray cat totally randomly. And even around here too, we can see like a lot of his siblings, because you know, a bunch of the other cats around here will look kind of like him. So sometimes they'll be like on the balcony calling to each other. And, you know, if the strays ever come into the yard, sometimes I will like try to get the cat to go outside and play with them, but that's never really happened yet. They always end up just looking at each other, and then one digs out when they see me come out. But anyway, yeah, cats are dope. If you've never experienced a cool cat, I encourage you to try to find one, and it might change your mind, because cats are pretty damn awesome.
Going down the corner. Oh, I did.
You got to keep it kind of low so the cat is. Oh, there you go.
How do I do it? How to see?
Videoing watch the animals.